Hello, I'm Penelope Wasserman. Welcome to Gentle Pilates. Yoga block, stretch out strap, magic circle if you have one, and a pillow if you need to support your neck. So we begin, actually this class is a modified classical Pilates class. It is ideal if you are just getting back into exercise or just want to have a gentle routine that you can practice every day to help your body find alignment, to help improve your inner strength, your core strength, your breathing, your flexibility, and just overall peace of mind. And quick story, Joseph Pilates, he passed away in 1967, but he in the World War I, in 1918, when the Spanish flu pandemic was killing millions of people all around the world, he was an interned as an enemy alien in the Isle of Man, and he taught this work to thousands of people. And the legend is, stories go, that everyone who practiced these exercises stayed healthy. So this is my way of helping during the COVID-19 pandemic to try to share Pilates with all of you and hope that you can stay healthy while you're sheltering in place. And then maybe continue the Pilates practice when this is over. So nothing we do should cause any pain. If something hurts, listen to your body, stop doing it immediately. And otherwise, let's get started. So lying down on your back, knees bent, feet flat. I'm going to put a yoga block in between my knees to help strengthen my inner thighs and my hips. If you don't have a block, you can do a chair cushion, you can do a box of Kleenex. And this, a rectangular box. So this first position is the decompression posture of dance. It's known as the constructive rest position. It's actually an exercise. And what it's doing is taking the stress off the front of your backbone and helping improve posture, helping with alignment, and helping release if you have any tension in your psoas, in your pelvis muscles. So if you do nothing more than lie on your back in this position for the entire sequence, you're actually doing something good for your body. But you'll notice when you lie down that there's a connection with the soles of your feet, your sacrum, that's your lower back, the back of your rib cage, bless you, shoulder blades, shoulders, and the back of your head. And we have a space behind our waist and a space behind our neck. That's supposed to be there because our spine isn't straight up and down. Our spine has natural curves in it. So just lying in this position, feel how you feel in space, and also realize that this is a weight-bearing position, which is good for your body. But you just want to lie here, take a deep breath in, a deep breath out, and kind of get to know how your body feels in this position. If your chin is going forward or your chin is going up, you can take a pillow and place it just right on the back of your skull. And that'll help support your neck if need be. Okay, so now that we're in this position, we're going to imagine that we have a marble, and we're going to roll that marble between our belly button and our pubic bone. So when you roll the marble toward your belly button, your back is going to flatten onto the mat. You lose that space. And when you roll the marble toward your pubic bone, your back arches off the mat a little bit. So we just want to roll belly button and pubic bone. And this is taking your pelvis in and out of a neutral position. And ideally, what we want to do when we start exercising is work from the neutral position. And now we're going to add your breath. So you inhale as you roll the marble to your pubic bone, and exhale as you bring the marble toward your belly button. And these are really small movements, you guys. They're micro movements. Inhale, pubic bone, exhale, belly button. And just concentrate on your body, on what you're doing. Allow yourself to relax. Give yourself this gift of your Pilates practice, knowing that it's going to help you stay centered, focused, strengthen your spine, strengthen your core, and strengthen your spirit. Inhale and exhale. I've been practicing Pilates for over 20 years, and I've been teaching for almost that long. Inhale. And my specialty is gentle Pilates, working with people who think they can't do anything. But even if you're super strong, this is beneficial to you. Waking up your joints, inhale and exhale. And now we're going to find neutral. So you make a triangle shape with your hands, your thumbs touch each other and your index fingers touch each other, and place your hands palms down right on your abdomen. You want your thumbs to be just below your belly button and point your fingers toward your pubic bone. And the way you know you're neutral is when your thumbs and fingers are in the same level plane. So I'm going to take a look. I'm neutral. And then I'm going to pull in and up with my navel and below as if I'm tightening up a pair of pants, like a zipping it up. But when I zip up, you don't want to lose the space behind your waist. So you feel some tension in your abdominal muscles. And then we'll take our hands up to right at your rib cage. And in Pilates, we breathe into the sides and back of our ribs. So you want to take a breath and your hands should move laterally out to the side a little bit, like you were holding on to an accordion. On the inhale and exhale, they'll come back. So you're not going to, when you breathe, what you don't want to have happen is your belly pop up or your chest pop up, because you're using your abdominal muscles right now, so they can't poof out. Again, deep breath in and exhale. And you can bring your arms by your side, knowing that when you're doing this breathing, you're stretching the muscles in between each rib, your serratus muscles. So you're breathing in, stretch that accordion out. You can even imagine that your lungs are two balloons that you're filling with air, breathing into the back and side of your lungs, and big exhale. So Joseph Pilates called breathing our internal shower because it's a way of cleansing our body, oxygenating our blood, and letting go of toxins on our exhale, letting go of carbon dioxide. Again, in and exhale. Okay, so you should feel some nice elongation between your tailbone and the crown of your head. And that's what we're looking for. And now we go into our shoulder press. So if you imagine that your collarbones are wings, you spread those imaginary wings, press your shoulders onto the mat. You'll feel a stretch across the front of your chest as your shoulder blades pull towards each other. And then release. This is your shoulder press. Inhale, spread your wings. Exhale, press. And release. We're just going to do 3. Inhale, spread your wings. Exhale, press. And release. Now taking your attention to your head, we want to do some neck strengtheners. So imagine that marble is now balancing on the tip of your nose. On your exhale, press the back of your head onto the mat. You'll feel the muscles pulling on the back of your neck to strengthen those muscles along the back of your cervical spine. And release. Deep breath in, exhale, press your head into the mat, strengthen your neck, and release. This is especially good if you're sitting on a laptop, sitting at a computer, and your head is forward. You want to strengthen the extensor muscles. Press and release, and give me one more. Deep breath in, exhale, press, and release your head. Now come back down to that tummy triangle, and I want you to imagine that you've got a glass of water balanced right in that triangle. So as we start exercising, you don't want to spill your glass of water. So going into our leg lengthener, straighten one leg out onto the mat. Don't spill your water glass. You're controlling the movement with your abdominals. Take a breath, and on your exhale, pull your toes toward you. Reach your heel away from you, and then release. So you're waking up your hip, your knee, your foot, your toes. Deep breath in, exhale, stretch, pull your toes toward you. You'll feel a stretch on the front of your hip, back of your calf, bottom of your foot, and release. And one more time, deep breath in, exhale, lengthen your leg, release. Now slowly slide your foot back in. I want you to feel your abdominal muscles working as you stretch out the other leg now, and it might feel different one side or the other. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, toes toward you, heels away, stay scooped, and release. And just be aware of how your body feels in space. Keep working. If you get tired or if something hurts, then you want to rest. Never work through pain. That's your body telling you stop. Deep breath in, exhale, stretch, and relax. Slide that foot back in. Straighten out your first leg. Don't spill your glass of water. Imagine you're lying on a sandy, beautiful beach. Take a breath, and on your exhale, press the back of your leg into that sand, making an imprint of your leg onto the sand. And release. This is strengthening your hip as you do this. Deep breath in, exhale, press. And release one more time. Deep breath in, exhale, press. And release, and slide your foot in. Stay scooped. That's the Pilates term for zipping up. You want to scoop your abdominals, straighten out your opposite leg, find your beach, take a breath, and on your exhale, press your leg into the sand. Inhale, release. Exhale, press. Inhale, release. Exhale, press. Now straighten out both legs as long as it doesn't bother your lower back. Ideally it doesn't, and you're going to bring your legs together. If it does bother your back, just keep your knees bent. Find your imaginary zipper now that starts at your heels and zips up the center line of your body, your midline. So it goes heels, knees, inner thighs, pubic bone. Take a breath, and on your exhale, zip it tight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Deep breath in. Exhale, zip. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. And one more time, take that sip of air into your lungs, and on your exhale, zip. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and unzip, but keep your legs straight. Walk your hands toward your feet. Your shoulders might go down a little bit. Keep your arms nice and strong. Keep your abdominals scooped. Don't spill your glass of water. And raise one arm up overhead, palm faces in. How far back can you get that arm? Waking up your shoulder joint, try to let your shoulder relax, and bring your arm back by your side. Do it again. Inhale, raise your arm up. Exhale, as you stretch, be careful that your shoulder doesn't rise near your ear. You don't want to wear your shoulder as an earring. And coming back. Raise your arm up again. And this time on your stretch, add your heel on that side of your body. So now you're trying to create space between your waist and your hip, giving your internal organs a little more space to do their job efficiently. And then float your arm back, relax your leg. Go to your other arm, raising it up, and reaching up overhead as if you were reaching for something great, but don't let your shoulder lift. Try not to let your rib cage flare up. Inhale, raise your arm up. Exhale, stretch. Open that shoulder. Invite your shoulder to relax. And coming back. One more, add your leg. Inhale up and stretch through your heel. So arm as leg lengthener. Create space in your waist on that side of your body. Your internal organs are so happy that you're giving them a little breathing room. And bring your arm back. Relax your legs. And just give yourself a shoulder press and a head press. Now we're ready to go into our modified hundreds. So without spilling that water glass, bend one knee and bend the other knee. Bring your right leg into a tabletop position. So you've got a right angle at your knee, your hip, and your ankle, and you imagine that your shin is a table. Slide your right hand 2/3 of the way up your thigh, fingertips pointing to your knee, and carefully press your thigh into your hand and feel a little tension in your abdominal wall. That's what we want. Now inhale, relax. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, press. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more sets. Deep breath in. Exhale, press. Inhale, release. Exhale, press. Last one, deep breath in. Exhale, press. Good. Slowly place your foot on the mat with control. Don't just plop it down. Relax your arm. And without spilling your glass of water, bring your left leg into tabletop. Left hand 2/3 of the way up your thigh. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, press. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, release. And exhale, press. So hundreds are a traditional Pilates warm-up exercise to get you breathing. 2 more, deep breath in. Exhale, press. And last one in. Exhale, press. Lower your foot. And now just for fun, arms by your sides. Reach them forward. We're going to do traditional hundreds arms. So you raise your arms, reach to raise, let them hover 6 inches above the mat, and just start pumping vigorously. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Deep breath in. Exhale out. And long, strong arms. Inhale. Exhale. And just one more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax your arms. Turn your palms up. Give yourself a shoulder press and a head press. Okay, take your magic circle if you have one, and you want to hold on to it with the heels of your hands on the gray insignia part. Bring your arms so they're straight and they're perpendicular to your body with your thumbs and your fingers pointing to the ceiling. Don't spill your water glass, and just reach for the stars. Let your shoulders come off the mat. Keep your arms long, keep reaching so you find that length, and pull your shoulders back onto the mat. This is where I want your shoulders to stay and maintain this length. We're doing this instead of our roll up. You raise your arms to a diagonal overhead. Don't let your ribs flare. You want to keep control, and then float your arms forward in space until the circle touches the front of your body. Inhale, reach your arms back. And exhale, coming forward. So stay very, very precise with your movement. Inhale, reaching back. Keep your water glass balanced. Exhale as you come forward. 2 more. Inhale, raise those arms. Exhale, coming back. And last time, reach and coming back. And now we're going to put the circle by our sides just for a moment as we add in a bridge. Now, ideally, you're going to shoulder press, lift your pelvis, and you make a bridge between your knees and your shoulder blades. So you feel a stretch of the muscles in the front of your body while you strengthen the muscles in the back of your body. To come out of this, don't just drop your hips. Lower your spine onto the mat. Shoulders, rib cage, nice and narrow into that waist, and then finding your sacrum. So it's a little ride down your spine as if each vertebra was a pearl that you were stringing on a necklace. So you shoulder press, deep breath, exhale as you lift. So we exhale on our exertion. Inhale, lengthen one vertebra at a time to lower your back onto the mat. If it's too hard to go into a full bridge, just go up as far as you can. If it's too hard to get up at all, just eliminate it. Shoulder press, exhale, lifting up. Keep scooping your abdominals, slowly lower your back onto the mat. It should feel nice, kind of like a ride down your spine. 2 more, and then we're gonna add our magic circle rib cage arms, lowering your back onto the mat. And last one, exhale as you lift. Inhale, lengthen as you lower. Take your circle, hold on with the heels of your hands, raise your arms to that high diagonal, take a deep breath. And on your exhale, float your arms forward, lift your pelvis high. Inhale, slowly lower your spine. Work through your breath. And exhale, floating up. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen as you lower. We have 3 more. Exhale, coming back up. Inhale, lengthen as your spine comes onto the mat. Raise your arms overhead. Exhale to lift. Last one, stretch. Pilates is wonderful because you're stretching and strengthening simultaneously. And lift. Lower your back onto the mat. And place your circle by your side. Take your strap, fold it in half, and place it under the sole of your right foot, crossing right over left. And slide your hands down. If you feel flexible, extend both legs onto the mat and make sure that your ankle is in a neutral position. So you take a look, you want to find your pelvic headlight lining up, middle of your knee, middle of your ankle, and your second toe, and begin with your ankle pump. So you're going to point your foot and then open your toes wide and flex your foot, reaching your heel to the ceiling. So as you point your foot, you slide your heel toward your calf, shortening your Achilles, lengthen your toes, pull your arch from the bottom to the top, and the more you stretch out your toes, the more you're going to see the bones and the knuckles of your foot like a foot fist. It's called your parabola. Then open your toes wide as you can, really stretch out your great toe, and fully flex. We have 26 bones and 57 joints in our feet, and we're trying to work them all out, wake them up. taking good care of our feet so they support us and take good care of us. Now stay pointed, curl your toes forward, fan them open. Curl forward, fan open. So it's not a big movement, but you're really working through your toes as much as you can. Then fully flex, pull your toes toward your knee, reach your heel away from you, and just do this side to side eversion, inversion for your ankle. Hopefully if anybody turns their ankle, they don't twist it or break it or hurt themselves because you're doing these nice exercises. And then circle at the ankle. Curl your toes as you go in, fan your toes as you come out. Curl in, fan out. Good, massage the foot. Don't let the rest of your leg move as you do this. Don't spill the glass of water. Now reverse the direction. Curl out, fan in, curl out, fan in. 3 more. And 2. And 1. Now place both ends of the strap in your right hand. Open your right leg out to the right and your left knee out to the left to stretch your inner thigh. And hold that position. Make sure that your left hip stays anchored onto the mat and just breathe deep. Don't bounce your leg, don't pulse. This is an active, isolated stretch to just let your muscles know that you're trying to stretch them and keep them nice and elongated, but you really feel your abdominals working to keep you balanced on the mat. So it's kind of what's wonderful about Pilates, as I said before, you're always stretching and strengthening at the same time. Okay, now straighten out your left leg out to the mat. Bring your right leg just across where that zipper was, dividing your body into right and left side, the sagittal plane, and hold that. So you keep your right hip anchored onto the mat, and you feel a stretch on your IT band, the muscles on the outside of your thigh that connect the outside of your hip to the outside of your knee, and try to keep your shoulders relaxed. Pull your pinky toe towards you, and that's going to keep your ankle neutral and hold that position. So this is our warm-up before we go into our single leg circle, so our hips are nice and loose. Now I want you to bend your leg, bend your knee to tabletop, place your hands right behind your thigh, not under your kneecap. You never want to press under a joint, and just straighten and bend. 2 more, stretch. Now keep your legs straight, stretch, pointing your foot, put an imaginary paintbrush in between your first 2 toes, and we are going to paint grapefruit-sized circles on the ceiling going counterclockwise first. So you cross, lower, and up. Paint that circle. Inhale, cross, exhale, up. Don't spill your glass of water. And 3, think of massaging your hip in the socket as you do this. 2 more, and 1, and then other direction, lower, cross, and up, and 2. Breathe as you do it. Try not to hold your breath. I know you're concentrating, but you don't want to concentrate so much that you forget to breathe. Bend your knee. Now place both hands under the thigh. Stay scooped and hover your left leg above the mat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then lower your left, place your right foot on the mat, and we'll do the other side. So use your powerhouse muscles, that's your core in Pilates terms, and pull your left foot in. Place the strap under the sole of your left foot, cross left over right. Hold on to your loops at the end. I really like the straps with loops because if you have any hand issues, it's easier to hold on to them if your fingers are sore. Reach your heel to the ceiling and let's work our ankle pumps. Point and flex. So creating flexibility in your ankle joint is really, really good for helping with your balance. Point and flex. That's it. Curl your toes forward, shorten your Achilles by really pulling your heel to your calf, and then open your toes first, pull your toes to your knee, lengthen your Achilles as you reach your heel to the ceiling. If you can't get your leg up as high as mine is, get it straight out to a diagonal. It doesn't really matter, but what does matter is that you don't spill your glass of water. So we're working from that neutral pelvis position, and that's really important, that we're strengthening our muscles in neutral and not creating compensatory movement patterns by strengthening from a crooked position. Now keeping your foot pointed, just work your toes, curl and fan. And curl and fan, and curl and fan. 2 more, stretch out your toes as much as you can, and then fully flex, pull your toes to your knee. You'll feel a big stretch where your calf muscle inserts behind your knee. It might hurt a little bit, but that's okay. That's not a dangerous hurt, it's just a stretch. And then circle it at the ankle. Curl in, fan out. Curl in, fan out. Keep scooping your abdominals. Don't let your belly pop. 2 more. And 1. Other direction. Curl out, fan in. Pilates exercises so many of them are done on your back because it's working with gravity and helping you maintain axial elongation in your spine, complete length. Okay, now place both ends of the strap in your left hand. Open your left leg out to the left. Open your right knee out to the right and get that stretch. Make sure your right hip stays anchored. You can test, stay scooped, and breathe into this stretch. Imagine breathing in through your mouth all the way down your spine to your pelvic floor, and then exhale through your inner thigh, your knee, your calves, and your heel, and even your tiptoes as you stretch them open. Our breathing muscles start in our neck and they go all the way down our spine. Okay, straighten out your right leg and bring your left leg just a little bit across the midline of your body to stretch the muscle that connects the outside of your hip to the outside of your knee without spilling your glass of water, and hold this position. Smile, and that's going to relax your neck, your face, and your shoulders. Bend your knee, leg comes to tabletop. You can drop your strap, hands under your thigh, and just straighten and bend for limbering. On your third one, keep your legs straight. Place your arms by your side. You can press your palm into the mat. Point your foot, find your paintbrush, and for our single leg circles, we go clockwise first. Cross, round, and up. So you want to always cross the midline of your body with your circle. Inhale, exhale. Cross, lower, and up. And 2, stay as still as you can in your center. Other direction, lower, cross, and up. And 2, 3, last 3, and 2, and 1. Bend your knee, hug behind your thigh, and we're going to transition into our abdominal series. So float your bottom leg up, hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then switch, pull your right knee and extend your left leg out. So we're going to move at the same time, simultaneously. Pull your left knee in, right leg out, and then right knee in, left leg out. And when your leg is straight, really make it straight. So you're breathing, inhale for 2, and exhale, exhale. Let's do 5 more sets. Inhale, inhale, try to just flow with your movement. Inhale for 2, exhale for 2, last time. Exhale, exhale, stop. Bring both knees in. We're going to do double leg stretch. Reach your arms and legs up to the ceiling. Keep your shoulders right by your down onto the mat. Don't let them lift up. Open your arms by your side. Bend your knees. Hug behind your thighs, but don't rock yourself in. So don't use momentum. Use your powerhouse. Inhale, arms and legs up. Exhale, open, bend, and hug. And inhale, up. Exhale, in. And reach. Keep your legs zipped together. If you want to make it harder, go out to a diagonal. 5 more. Out and in. And 4. 3. Work your breath. And 2. And 1. Place one foot, then the other onto the mat. Arms by your side. Take a breath. Give yourself a shoulder press and a head press. Before we go into our side kick series, I just want to do a side stretch on your back. So raise your right arm up overhead. Relax your shoulders. Walk your left hand toward your left heel and slide your right arm to the opposite corner of the mat. So big kind of port de bras stretch for your right side, and then come back to neutral and do 1 more. Just walk your left hand toward your left foot, stretch the right side of your body, and coming back, float your right arm by your side. Raise your left arm up overhead and walk your right hand to your right heel as you slide your left hand to the opposite edge of your mat to stretch the left side of your body. And 1 more time. Okay, bring your left arm by your side. And to roll onto our right side, you're going to raise your right arm up overhead, straighten out your right leg. Press the sole of your left foot into the mat, and on your exhale, just roll onto your right side and come up to a side plank position. So you're on your right elbow, or your And be careful that you're not sinking your upper body weight into your elbow or shoulder. You want your elbow under your shoulder. Pelvic headlights are stacked and your knees and toes facing forward. Flex your top foot and put an imaginary cup and saucer right above your ankle bone. Keep pulling in and up with your navel and below, and just float your leg up and lower. So this is our leg lengthener, just the way we started, but now you're doing it on your side and just coming to hip height, letting it hover. 5 more, and 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm gonna scoot up a little, but you don't have to. I just wasn't sure if I was framed properly. And then come back a little bit, keep that length, and lift. So your top foot is now going right behind your bottom leg. 4, 5, good, 5 more, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs stay stacked now, little tiny circles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, other direction. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now with control, don't just plop down. Straighten out your right arm, bend your elbow, or use a pillow to support your neck. The modification on this is to bend your bottom knee in. The harder way to do it is to stretch both legs out so they're hovering an inch up off the mat. So I'm going to do it today with the modification. So my bottom knee's bent. I want to pull my hip away from my waist so much that I get this little mouse hole under my belly. So I really stay scooped, shoulder over shoulder, hip over hip, and then bring my top leg up to hip height. I'm going to do 2 kicks forward and point my foot 1 kick back. So kick, kick front, point and reach. Kick, kick. So our ankle pumps that we did before single leg circle, we're now putting them into use in our sequence. And 5. Good, 5 more. And 4, as you reach your leg back, don't roll forward onto your shoulder or hand. And 3, 2, and 1. Now straighten both legs out, zip them together, and lift off the mat. 2, 3, 4, stay up on 5. Clap, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Scissor, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold them there, bend your top knee, place the sole of your foot on the mat behind your bottom leg, and flex your bottom foot and lift that leg up. So this is Pilates side kick series. This is one of my favorites. 5 more, and 4, 3, 2, stay up, little circles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other direction, and you just want to do your best with this. If you need to take a break, go ahead. 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch all the way out, bend both knees in, and relax. Take a moment, take a break into the side of your ribs. Take a breath. Put your hand on your hip. Pull your hip away from your waist. Find your mouse hole. Stay scooped, hand in front. And now we're going to imagine that we have a platter balanced on the outside of our thigh. We just go to hip height. So this is one of my favorites because it's really safe if you have low bone density issues. There's nothing in this side kick series. Well, there's nothing in this whole workout that could cause a problem. But I just really like this. 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Now up, straighten out, come in and down as if you were getting in and out of a chair. And being able to get in and out of a chair is one of the activities of daily living that we can lose with age if we don't keep our core strong and our legs strong. 5 more. And 4. But I promise if you practice Pilates 3 to 5 or 3 to 6 days a week, you will not have a hard time getting in and out of a chair. Now bring your leg up to hip height, extend it out so it's perpendicular to your body. Lead with your heel. Don't lose your mouse hold. Don't let your belly pop. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other direction. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 more. Bend your knee, and I want you to internally rotate at your hip and lift and lower. So we're trying to strengthen our hip in lots of different positions. Our hips, not just one. We're actually strengthening our supporting hip just because it's weight bearing right now. So we've got our supporting hip and our working hip. Feet stay glued, and lift your knee, but don't pull your hip back. 2, this is our clamshell. 3, 4, 5, give me 5 more. Keep that length in your core as much as you can. We're still trying to find axial elongation, which is why you're not holding your ear in your hand, because that would shorten your neck. Elevate your clamshells, press and pull. 2, Arlen just gave me the signal that I did more than 10. 5 more, and 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 apart. Up on 1, straighten on 2, bend on 3, lower on 4. Honor every position, you guys. And 3. We're almost done with this side. 5. Good job. 5 more. And 4. Last 2. And 1. Okay, rest. Now I'm going to have you grab your foot if you can and pull your heel toward your bottom, but I want you to make sure that your shoulder headlight, your pelvic headlight, and your knee headlight are both all pointing forward and on the same plane. Take a deep breath, release your foot, put your hand in front of you. On your next exhale, use that along with your powerhouse to come up and go on to the other side. Take some water if you need it. And then into your side plank position. I'm not going to rush. I'm giving you a moment to take a sip. How are we doing on? Okay, so now in your side plank, don't sink into your elbow. Remember, your elbow is under your shoulder. Pelvic headlights stay stacked. I'm taking a look to make sure that I'm in the right position since I don't have a mirror in my studio. Flex your foot. You want to put your imaginary cup and saucer above your ankle bone and just lift and lower. And remember, if you stretch your leg, if you think of just reaching, that's gonna be almost all you need to lift. Your leg just kind of floats up. 4 more, and 3, 2, 1. And now take your foot behind you and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. 5 more, working the muscles in the back of your leg. 3, from your heel all the way up to your smile line, and then stack your leg, little tiny circles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse the direction. And this side, relax. I'm going to do the harder way, so you're going to stretch all the way out, shoulder over shoulder, hip over hip. Bend your elbow to support your neck. Pull your hip away from your waist, find your mouse hole, and let both legs hover an inch above the mat. Bring your top leg up to hip height, flex your foot, give me 2 kicks forward, point your foot, 1 kick back, and don't rock forward when you go back. Kick, point, and reach. And 3, 4, and 5. Good. 5 more sets. And 4, last 3. Deep breath. Legs stay stacked and lift up. 3, 4, stay up on 5, clap 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, scissor 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stay, bend your top knee, foot behind your bottom leg, flex through your bottom foot and lift. 2, 4, 5, and 5 more. Stay up, tiny little circles. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other direction. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stay there, stretch, bend your knees, lower them. Take a breath. Pull your legs are now on tabletop on your side. Pull your hip away from your waist, find your mouse hole, scoop your abdominals, and let's do the platters. 2, 3, very nice. 4, 5, and give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 apart, in and out of your chair, and 2. Lead with your heel and really pull your belly button in and up, almost like you're pulling your pubic bone up to your belly button to find length in your waist and even narrowing your waist. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Now bring your legs so it's perpendicular to your body. Lead with your heel, little circles. 5 more, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Other direction. And come back, bend your knee, internally rotate at the hip and lift. 2, don't let your belly pop. 4, 5, good. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet stay glued and clamshells. Lift your knee, but don't let your hip pull back. Good. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Elevate your clamshells. Press and pull. 2, 3. Give me 5 more. 4 apart. Lift, stretch, bend, and lower. And 2. Good. 3, 4. Almost done with side kick series. 5 more sets. And 4. Don't rush. Last 2. You're going to have so much time later to rush things. Try not to rush Pilates. Rest and reach for your foot. Stretch the muscles in the front of your thigh. Okay, release, take a breath, and then roll onto your tummy to transition into our swan modification. Elbows are bent toward your waist, palms down under your shoulders. Lengthen your legs as much as you can. So for right now, all 10 toenails are on the mat. Pull your belly button to your spine. Press into your hands, lift your head and chest, but don't raise your chin. And then lift your hands and come back down. If that's all you want to do, that's fine. For those of you who want to add a little more work, we're going to add our heel beats. So belly button up, press into your hands, lift your head and chest, lift your hands, lift both legs, and do 3 sets of 10 heel beats. So you come out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, strengthening your spine. Last set, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Take a breath, stretch out your legs. Belly button up to your spine. You can do just this one, or you can do 2 sets of 10 heel beats. Press into your hands, lift your head and chest, lift your hands, lift your legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last time. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and come down. Take a breath. Last one, we're just going to do 10. Belly button up, press into your hands, lift your chest, lift your head, lift your hands, lift your legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Take a breath. Roll onto your back. Find your decompression posture, that constructive rest that we started with, and just roll the marble from your pubic bone to your belly button a couple times. So pubic bone and belly button, taking any tension out of your lower back. And then straighten one leg and straighten the other. Let your thighs open out to their comfortable external rotation. Walk your fingers toward your feet, relax your neck, your face, shoulders, and just take a deep breath. Let your body get nice and heavy and relaxed onto the mat. Pretend the tip of your nose is a crayon. Trace 5 slow walnut-sized circles on the ceiling, massaging the vertebra in the back of your neck. And then take your circles in the other direction. And coming back to center, take a deep breath in and exhale. And continue to stay lying onto the mat. I want you to put your fingers 2 inches below your belly button and then 2 inches into the front of your backbone. That's where your center of gravity is. And just stay there. Feel that sensation and try to take a breath into your center of gravity. Just feel it going there. In and exhale. Ideally, when your posture is where it should be, your head rests over your center of gravity. So now I want you to think of someone you love very, very much. And I'm looking at him right now. And bring that love energy in to your center of gravity. And just smile and notice how you feel when you breathe with that intention of love. And on your exhale, I want you to think about your 6-foot social distancing, and you're surrounding yourself with a 6-foot orb of love energy surrounding you. And now think of something you're grateful for, and bring that gratitude energy in to live with the love energy. And take a breath in and out. Continue to smile and know that this is what you get when you smile and when you put this all together, the love and the grace, and bring it into your center of gravity. And exhale. And imagine that this is what you share with every single person. Not only, I know you're not coming in contact physically with a lot of people right now, but just by smiling and imagining that you come into contact with them, this is a very, very powerful energy field to share with the world. So I wish you all the best. Thank you for taking gentle Pilates. I want you to kind of wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, wake yourself up, yawn, stretch, whatever you need. Have a glass of water, and let me know how you enjoyed class. Take care.